evening. Welcome to another edition of Adam Curry Presents. And this is the Summer of Games. And tonight, on our second edition of Adam Curry Presents, the Summer of Games edition, dudes, we have for you a 1979 episode of Tic-Tac-Toe, when one lucky contestant is going after cash and prizes and they got to beat that rotten little dragon. Tonight's Adam Curry Presents is brought to you in part. Today's Adam Curry Presents is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the real thing. Coke is right. And we get to tonight's Ab Curry Presents in a minute.
Mr. Green? Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help? I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
Yeah, sure.
Want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay.
A Coke and a smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice.
Be around.
That's the way it should be. I like to see
Hey, kid.
the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola as life. Have a Coke and
Thanks, Mean Joe.
smile.
If he beats his current opponent, he will win his second new car, which will bring his total winnings to over $42,000. We'll find out how he makes out in a moment as, from Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Welcome to Tic-Tac-Toe. Well, as Jay said, Richard Klinger, our current champion, is winning a lot of money, something like $34,000 or so. And he, against his current opponent on the last show, tied. Now, they got to play off that tie, and if Richard wins it, he'll win his second car. Let's meet him right now. Here he comes.
Here he comes, our current champion. He has winnings totaling in cash and prizes $34,000. He's been an auctioneer, and he's also served as Assistant Attorney General for Montana. Meet Richard Klinger. And his opponent is the General Station Operator for the Los Angeles Water and Power Company. And he's also sung with a rock band. Meet John Ballo.
Richard, in a position as you are in right now, if you win this match against Big John here, you will win your second automobile. You have need of a second car. I mean, every home doesn't need a second car. You don't absolutely have to have one.
Yes, Wink, you know, the truck that Janice drives, that's going to go bye-bye. And
Yeah.
I'm driving a big gas guzzler that's just impractical.
You'd like to get rid of that,
Oh, yeah,
just
I'd
for
like to get rid of
economy's
that
sake.
too, right.
What are you going to do with the cash? You've already won a considerable amount.
Bail out.
Bail out of what? I won't ask you to bail out of what. You know, and that's what's important. And Big John. John, you brought along a little thing with you. Show it to us here.
Yeah, my good luck charm.
Everybody seems to have a good luck charm. Richard, you have yours with you?
Oh, yes.
Little 5-year-old boy gave. What is this?
This is George.
Oh, it looks like Richard. That's funny. That's a very... No, I'm just kidding, Richard. Is he smiling? Yes. Who made that?
This lady in Laguna, out of an old sock. So what more could you ask for?
That's a wartime sock, by the way. Old nylon. Hey, John, good luck to you.
Thank you
We
very
have
much.
2 excellent players, and let's get this tie game out of the way in a hurry. Here we go. Last show ended in a tie game. We're about to play the second game. Here are the categories. Richard and John, ladies and gentlemen, we're dealing with the subjects: astronomy, television roles, the 30s, strange names, mixed drink, ships, grab bag, the Bible, and faces. Richard, here we go, and we have how much in the jackpot? We have $1,700 to begin with, a carryover from the last show. Richard?
Well, I do indulge occasionally. I'll try mixed drinks.
Mixed drinks it is, worth $300 and a little bit harder. One non-alcoholic beverage is named for a famous child star of the 30s. First, I want you to name it, and then name one of its two principal ingredients, Richard. Think about that for a few seconds. This is a non-alcoholic beverage named for a famous child star of the 1930s. Richard, name it.
Shirley Temple.
That's right. Name one of its two principal ingredients, and you've got the center box.
Grenadine.
Right, or ginger ale, the other. Could be grenadine or ginger ale. So we put an X there. Let's move the categories around on the board. John, it's now worth $2,000 and getting heavier. Big money bag on this game.
I'll go in the lower left corner for TV roles.
Television roles, the category. John, of all the cabbies on the television show Taxi, Alex Rieger is probably the most level-headed. Name the actor who plays Rieger.
Alex.
No, Judd Hirsch. Famous actor, good actor, Judd Hirsch. Let's shovel the categories around on the board. Did I say that? Let's move the categories around. Still $2,000 in the pot. Richard?
I'll try faces, Wink.
Faces it is. The question, Richard, first take a look at this picture. To millions of Americans, this man was known as the Old Schnozzola. Name him.
Jimmy Durante.
Gotta be, only one, Jimmy Durante. Put an X in that box. Famous faces. Let's move the categories again. $2,200 resting on this game. John?
Well, I'll go in the lower left corner again for grab bag.
For a block on grab bag, here's your question to block Richard. This American author, who was baptized Francis Scott Key, wrote the classic novels The Last Tycoon and The Great Gatsby. To block Richard, give me his last name.
F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Right, F. Scott Fitzgerald is the name we wanted for a block. Put an O there. Let's shuffle the categories around again. Move them all around. It's now worth $2,400. Game getting bigger and better. Worth more every answer. Richard?
Well, I'll try astronomy, Wink.
Okay.
With some misgivings.
Right. Astronomy. This planet is the largest in our solar system and was named after the king of the Roman gods. Name it.
Jupiter.
Yes, that's right. That takes care of astronomy. We put an X there and shuffle the categories around on the board. $2,600 in the pot, John.
Well, let's go for mixed drinks for one block.
Okay.
I may, too.
At least one block, mixed drinks. Answer this, and momentarily anyway, you'll block Richard. A standard bartender's guide calls for this alcoholic ingredient in the preparation of such drinks as a screwdriver, a golden spike, and a Volga boatman. For a block, name this ingredient.
Vodka.
Yes, that's right, vodka. We're going to stop at this critical moment in the game to take a commercial break. Then we'll be back to continue with Richard and John. Richard's who are stars on this show, our current champion and our director. A lot of people have written to me saying, what does Richard Klein look like? Here's a picture of Richard, which I think is just marvelous. And I bring him along because he is my good luck charm. Just thought I'd throw that in, and now we'll throw that out right there. Richard, you don't look like that. You have thus far won very special prize. If you defeat one more opponent, you will win another very special prize to match the other one. And here it is, Jay.
Another brand new car! New Buick Skylark, designed for comfort and convenience with front-wheel drive, providing impressive control and traction. And it's furnished by Buick.
Okay, here we go. Back to the game. That's what's up for grabs for Richard this time. We have 4 boxes remaining on the board. We're going to shuffle them now, and Richard, we're going to see what comes up for you to select from. Ships, the Bible, mixed drinks, and astronomy. Thus far, $2,800 in the pot. Select.
I'll try mixed drinks for win.
If you answer this question on mixed drinks, Richard, you will have the game. You will pick up $3,000 in cash. When added to the value of your car, your grand total would then come to $42,300. Richard, here's the question for tic-tac-toe. A mimosa, a glog, and a spritzer are all made with a certain alcoholic beverage. For tic-tac-toe, your second car and a total of $42,300, name it.
Wine.
Yes, that's it, wine. here's a guy who was a former assistant attorney general for the state of Montana. I don't care what you made back there in that job, Richard. This is a pretty good day's work in anybody's job.
It's all just incredible, Wink.
Lady just came out of the audience. In case you ladies and gentlemen didn't see our last show, would you introduce her for us, Richard?
My lovely wife, Janice.
Hello, Janice. I don't blame you for being jubilant. I would be too if I were you. Now there's one for each of you. Richard has a car, Janice has a car, and there won't be any fighting over the two, right?
Right.
And thank goodness you can get rid of that truck. You got $42,300 in cash and merchandise, and we'll try to beat the dragon in just a second. John Vallow, doggone it, show us that little good luck charm again.
Yeah, I think I threw it back here somewhere. No.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. John, will you please get rid of that good luck charm so that you come back with another one next time?
I will do
we have
that.
a couple of nice prizes for you and $250 in cash. Thanks for being with us, John. Okay, Richard and Janice, come on over and join me. Here we go. Come on over. Hello, Richard. Nice to see you again. I know you're delighted to see me, especially in this position, because we're standing next to a board which could increase the value of your total winnings considerably if you beat the dragon. Behind the numbers are various amounts of money and that mean dragon. All you have to do is get $1,000 or more and you win a prize package. Now, question, do you like continental cuisine?
Yes.
Do you like continental food? Just thought it. Well, get ready now for Tic-Tac-Do's very, very fancy dining adventure. Listen carefully as Jay Stewart tells you all about it. Jay?
Richard, first of all, let's dress you up, and let's dress Janice up for the evening. For the lady, guaranteed to get an approving eye, exquisite jewelry. Dane Craft's jewelry creations designed with classic beauty reflecting the harmony of elegance and style. A handsome and unique original Primavera collection furnished by Dane Craft. Then for the gentleman, a dapper new wardrobe, Botany 500 fashions for the gentleman. Distinguished suits and sport coats to fit every lifestyle. From traditional American classics to form-flattering European-inspired designs. Meticulously tailored by Botany 500. And next, let's start you out on your continental dining adventure by picking you up in a limousine. Limousines provided by A Limousine Service of Southern California, where one call does it all, land, sea, or air. Then on to a Beverly Hills restaurant famous for its continental menu. Enjoy dinner for 8 at the Saloon, the in-place for the stars. It's a meal to remember, furnished by the Saloon of Beverly Hills. Well, Richard, after you've dined at the Saloon here in Los Angeles, we'll take you elsewhere to other continental restaurants in Holland, Germany, Austria, Italy, Switzerland, France, and England. Yes, you'll visit these 7 countries on your 16-day European holiday. Sightseeing and dining, compliments of Tic-Tac-Toe, and furnished by Club Universe. And Richard, this continental dining adventure is worth in cash and prizes over $3,750.
Is that an incredible set of trips for you?
Oh, I hope we do it, Wink.
And I promise to give you a notepad to keep account of where you are when you are there. Your itinerary. Avoid the dragon or you lose everything. Get the tick and the tack and you automatically get the dough. Let's cover them up, move them all around on the board. Step up just a little bit closer so you can get a good look at those numbers. And Janice, how about starting with you? Is that okay, Richard?
Yeah, sure, anyone.
I'll try number 4.
Number 4, she says very quietly. Much quieter than her scream, I noticed. Number 4, $250. Okay, over to you now. What do you think they ought to take, audience? Huh? They're giving you a lot of advice.
My brother-in-law says 1. I'll go with it.
Okay, brother-in-law says 1. Let's go up above that $250 and see if we can find some more money. $150. You got $400. You need 6 more.
2.
She wants to go with number 2. Let's look behind number 2. They need $600 for a win on all those trips, and there's half of that, $300. You got $700 now. You need $300 more. Let's go back to the audience. I see a 3, a 5, 8, 9.
9.
Number 9? Okay, you need $300, and that's all. That would give you that marvelous prize package. What's behind number 9? For $300. Oh, wow. Gee.
That's all right.
Oh, you even let out a scream even on the dragon.
Yeah.
What a terrible thing to have happen. You doggone dragon, you. Let's look at the rest of the board. 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And where was all of that money that they were looking for? They just needed $300. It was tick and tack racked up right there behind number 5 and behind number 8. Well, I'll tell you what you can do. If you win against your next opponents, perhaps on this show, you can get back and still win that prize package, okay? Now, thus far, you have in cash and merchandise a grand total of $42,300. We're going to play a new match right after this break. We'll be right back. You just keep rolling along, and let's meet a new opponent and see if you can continue your winning ways. Jay, who do we have?
This gentleman is a construction worker, Wink, who is about to become a plumber, and whose interests are music, skiing, and chess. Meet Phil Gilbert.
Phil, you've met Richard, our current champion. Let's find out more about you. First of all, tell me about your interest in music.
Well, I play a very interesting instrument, Wink. It's called the lip trumpet.
The lip trumpet?
Yeah. I play it with my lips. You want to hear it?
I'd also like to see it. Go ahead. I love it. And you want to become a plumber?
Well, it's the only business I know, Wink, that when things are going down the drain, it means you're doing fine.
I have a nagging feeling things around here are going down the drain, and we ain't doing fine, so let's move on with tic-tac-toe, Phil. Richard, take a look at the board. Our subjects are geology, fashions, basketball, famous firsts, redheads, Canada, movies of the 60s, potluck pictures, and rivers. Richard, as champion, you select first.
I'll try redheads in the center, Wink.
In the center, worth $300. A little harder. I'll give you some extra time for your answer. This British leading lady, who was married to Sir Laurence Olivier, won a 1938 Oscar for her starring role in Gone with the Wind. First, I want you to name her, Richard, and then name the character she played in Gone with the Wind. Here's your extra time. A British leading lady. Name her.
Vivian Lee.
Right. Name the character she played in Gone with the Wind.
Scarlett O'Hara.
Right. Good for the center box, and the next goes there. 300 in the pot. Let's shuffle the categories around. That moves us over to Phil. Philip, your first try.
I'll take geology in the upper right.
Geology. Question. This rock is useful as an energy source and is usually divided into two main types, anthracite and bituminous. Name the rock.
Coal.
Right. Coal is the answer. Good for an O. Let's shuffle the categories around as we drop $200 in the pot, making a total of $500. Richard?
I'll try potluck pics, although I don't know what it means.
All right, that's potluck pictures.
Oh.
Take a look at this picture, Richard. Could be any picture. In a popular movie of 1979, this young actor made his screen debut as a boxer's son named T.J. Name the movie.
The Big Event?
No, The Champ. The young actor's Ricky Schroeder. Movie called The Champ. Let's move the categories around with $500 in the pot and turn it back over to Phil again for a pick.
Well, Wink, I think I'll take geology in the middle, over on the right side.
Okay, geology. In 1935, an American scientist developed a scale for measuring the magnitude of an earthquake. Name the scientist, and you will have named the scale.
Richter?
Right, the Richter scale. He's starting off like a house afire. Put it over there. Let's move the categories around for $700. Let's go back to Richard.
I'm on the run. I'll have to take Canada to block.
Yeah, you are on the run. You got to block him with this one. In April 1968, Lester Pearson resigned as Canada's Prime Minister, and this man assumed the office. He was defeated for re-election in 1979. To block Phil, name him.
Trudeau.
Yes, Pierre Trudeau for a block. An X goes in that box, and we're going to shuffle again. $900 in the pot, Phil. He cut you off at the pass that time. Where do you move from here?
Movies of the 60s in the upper left.
All right, movies of the 60s. This 1966 science fiction film starred Raquel Welch as part of a medical team reduced to microscopic size and injected inside a human body. Name the film.
Fantastic Journey.
Can I accept that?
No, you cannot, Wink.
No, I'm sorry. It's Fantastic Voyage,
Right.
not Journey. Fantastic Voyage. So let's move the categories again. Still 5 boxes remaining up there. Richard, what would you like to pick?
I don't know anything about them, but I'll try fashions for a win.
Fashions for a win. Answer this. You will have come from behind for a win. You'll pick up $1,100. Added to your prior winnings, your grand total would then reach $43,400. Richard, fashion's the subject. This is the question. This fashionable men's scarf or neckwear bears the name of an English village which is known for a famous horse race. For tic-tac-toe and a total of $43,400, name it.
I didn't hear the first part. I'm sorry, Wink.
This fashionable men's scarf or neckwear bears the name of an English village which is known for a famous horse race. Name it.
Derby.
No, Ascot. Ascot. So we are once again saved by a tie around the neck. That doesn't happen very often. All right, let us move the categories around again. $900 in the pot, and let us look at Phil for a pick.
Well, I have to go to Canada for a block.
You sure do. To block Richard, here's the question. In 1967, Canada celebrated its centennial by hosting the World's Fair in Montreal. To block Richard, by what name was this fair known?
Expo 67.
That's right, for a block. Expo 67, put it over there. 4 boxes left up there for you to pick from this time, Richard. Let's shuffle and see what comes up that you like particularly well. There they are.
I'll have to take Canada in the center to block.
If you answer this question on Canada, you'll block Phil back and forth, back and forth. Richard, there are only 4 Canadian provinces or territories that don't share a common border with the United States. For a block, name one.
The Northwest Territories.
Yes, that's right. The others are Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. That's good for a block. Put an X there. We have 3 boxes left. Phil, you can select from the categories you're going to see come up in those boxes now. Famous firsts, movies of the 60s, potluck pictures.
I've got to go with potluck picks down in the lower center.
For a vertical block, potluck pictures. Phil, take a look at this picture, please. You're trying to block Richard. This actor played a Vulcan in one of television's most famous series. For a block, name the actor.
Leonard Nimoy.
Right, he played Spock, Leonard Nimoy, for a block. Very good. Put it over there. We're going to have to stop at this moment, which is most critical, and then we'll be right back with more of Tic-Tac-Toe. See how we stand. Looking at the board, inspecting it carefully, Phil, on the next game, in the next show, you could win. The most you could expect out of this, Richard, would be a tie. You missed 2 questions in this game. You missed 1. It could end either way. So please join us next time as we join these 2 gentlemen. Hopefully you'll join us for another game of Tic-Tac-Toe. Bye-bye, everybody.
You sold the villa.
Oh, we made a fortune. I've always been involved in real estate.
Well, you can't beat a good bull market if you ask me.
What about you, Kate? How did you make your money? Bingo.
It's Bingo America, starring Patrick Duffy. Print your card at gsn.com. Play along and you can win cash. Play Bingo America. Premieres Monday at 7 p.m. only on GSN.
I hope this exciting episode Tic-Tac-Toe gives you the exciting winning streak from 1979. And it's very exciting with the Winker wear with these fine outfits and all that stuff. Thank you all for tuning into that. Thank you and good night. This portion of Adam Curry Presents Summer of Games brought to you in part by Coca-Cola.